Good morning, Munsey Park School. It's Thursday morning, and we are ready for our morning announcements. Right, Thomas?
Yes.
Here we go.
Good morning, Munsey Park. Today is Thursday, April 16th, 2020. My name is Caleb Harrington, and I am in Mrs. McCartan's 3rd grade class.
My name is Michael Harrington, and I'm in Mrs. Kinsel's 6th grade class.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated.
We will now hear some important announcements from Mr. Knoll.
Thank you very much, Kaylin and Michael. Good morning, Munsey Park School, boys and girls, teachers and staff. Happy Thursday. We want to give a shout out to those boys and girls who participated in our Flip Grid Challenge. And they are Juliana M., Maxine M., Sophia M., Everly P., Benjamin J., Sasha G., Madison K., Julia P., Mary P., Ileana I., and Ariana C. Thank you for participating in our Flip Grid Challenge. Today is National High Five Day. So you can give a high five, but don't forget to wash your hands with soap and water after you do so. It's National High Five Day. Today is also, Thomas, come here. Today is also National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day. And because we're not at Munsey Park School working, we're at home working, we're wearing our pajamas, and Thomas has his on as well. We're wearing our pajamas today. So today is National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day. We have mindful words of the day that come from our morning mantra book, and they are as follows. If you don't know where you are going, any road will get you there. And that's from Lewis Carroll, Words to Live By. I want to wish you all a great learning day. Don't forget to show your 3 R's, respectful, responsible role model. And don't forget to show your amazing character in your words, your actions, and your attitude. Make it a great one. Let the day begin. And we are going to begin our day with a read aloud story. You want to show them the book, Thomas? What book? This book. It's called, Corduroy. And this is actually Mr. Nolan's, one of his copies of his book from when he was a little boy. And I'm going to share it with all the boys and girls from Munsey Park School. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so here it is. This is Corduroy by Don Freeman, and we're reading with permission from Scholastic. Here we go. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a huge toy store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. Look, what do you see? The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Then one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." Look at the button. Look at the button. Yeah, and his button is missing from his shoulder strap. Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "I did not know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go and see if I can find it."
Yes.
Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. And a rabbit, yep. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator, and up he went. Could this be a mountain, he wondered? I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there, before his eyes, was the most beautiful sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace."
Once
You saw the lights?
Lights.
Let's see.
Oh.
He wandered around admiring the furniture. This must be a bed, he said. I've always wanted to sleep in a bed. And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once he saw something small around. Why, here's my button, he cried, and he tried to pick it up. But like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. Look, Thomas, look what he's doing. He's taking the button off the bed. He yanked and pulled with both paws until, pop, off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash.
What is this small and then the bang?
Oh. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. Now, who in the world did that? He exclaimed. Somebody must have been hiding around here. Let's see. He flashed his light under the sofa and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all, and there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. Hello, he said. How did you get upstairs? Look. Who's under the covers, Thomas?
Look.
Fix you.
Look.
Yeah,
Look.
Yeah, ears. It's Corduroy. See what happens.
Ooh.
The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with all the other animals and dolls.
Water. Look at that.
Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm... Thomas. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. I'm Lisa, she said, and you are going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home. Let's turn the page. Shall I put him in a box for you? The saleslady asked. Oh, no, thank you, Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Let's turn the page. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like the enormous palace in the department store. This must be home, he said. I know I've always wanted a home. Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. I like you the way you are, she said, but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened. What'd she do? You must be a friend, said Corduroy. I've always wanted a friend. Me too, said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. The end. Now, great story. So then we have our Flipgrid challenge of the day for Thursday. And what is it? It is for you to write a new story about Corduroy. Maybe he gets lost in your home. Maybe he goes to Munsey Park School. I'd like you to also include a picture. So you can draw a picture of Corduroy and then write a story about him getting lost, or maybe a fun experience he has in the world. Maybe it could be at Munsey Park School. And you'll go on to Flipgrid. The code is Munsey Park. And you can post your story and drawing to share. Thomas and I want to wish you a great learning day. Let the day begin.